I was wrong about Sea of Thieves. A few days ago, I posted a video discussing my thoughts on the state of Sea of Thieves prior to Season 11. But yesterday, I got on and tried it for myself, and everything changed. While on the surface, I'll admit Season 11 may not have been what all of us wanted, it's exactly what the game needed. I, like much of the player base, have been incredibly frustrated with the lack of new content coming from these updates. But what Season 11 has done not only lays the perfect framework for all the future updates, but it also makes all the old content feel new. Let me explain. Okay, first off, I just gotta say, when opening this game, you're greeted with literally the coolest menu music this game has ever had. It's playing for you in the background right now, and I just love it so much. Okay, so my biggest complaint when I learned about Season 11 was the fast travel system. When I first joined the Sea of Thieves, I learned everything about the game from sailing around from island to island, just kind of going wherever the wind took me and having the craziest, most sporadic adventures. To me, that's what Sea of Thieves is all about. And to my purest vision, the fast travel meant taking away the sporadic element from the game that I loved so much. But this simply isn't true, and I didn't understand that until I played it for myself. Yesterday, I hopped on for the first time in Season 11, and decided to test this feature with a Legend of the Veil voyage. I went to my quest table and was able to get started with my adventure right from the get-go. I haven't had so much fun completing one of these old voyages in such a long time, and it didn't take away from the sporadicness at all. At the end of the voyage, I ended up being ambushed and sunk, and while I was frustrated, I was also so happy because I still got to have one of those crazy adventures I was not expecting at all. And even with the initial fast travel, you still have to do your fair share of sailing, which I absolutely love. I didn't realize how much I missed the old voyages, but this update made them all relevant again and so exciting to play. And now I understand. I didn't realize how freeing it would be to just play how I wanted to, start the adventure where and when I wanted to, with incredible ease of access. Now I can play the game my way, while still having the unexpected Sea of Thieves adventures we all know and love. The new S-tier loot you find around the world makes the open world so much more interesting. It makes exploring unknown islands so much more exciting and worthwhile. I haven't been to these islands in such a long time, and it really made the game feel fresh and made grinding the new emissary levels feel very exciting. And okay, look, I already talked about this in my last video, but I've got to say it again. Moving the Chest of Fortune to the skeleton fleets was definitely the right call. When they were in the Fort of Fortune, you could get an entire server to fight over them, and it was so exciting. But since they became far less rare by putting them in the player-activated Fort of the Damned World event, nobody cared to drop everything and fight for the special chest, because they could just get it themselves whenever they wanted. Putting them in the skeleton fleets was the perfect change in flavor that brought the rarity back to the Chest of Fortune that makes them exciting, contested, and valuable. The new UI system looks great. It made voyages so easy to find wherever and whenever I wanted them. And not only that, but now all of the vendors menus are also so much easier to navigate, and I love that so much. It's going to make new players' experiences so much simpler, more dynamic, and easier than ever before. And the more new players we have, the less likely you'll be to find some toxic sweat on the seas, and we could definitely all do with a little of that. Granted, that's coming from someone who's never really been super great at the PvP aspect of Sea of Thieves, but I love the idea of having more new players who will hopefully bring a new sense of fun and excitement to the game and bring the servers back to life. And then there's the new update to the world that no one seems to be talking about, the infamous rock. This rock was not there before. Okay, so to most people this might just be a rock, but the devs never really just add anything, just add something. Anytime they add something to the open world, there's a purpose, and while I have no idea what the purpose of some rock could be, I'll probably make some theory video later, I know that it's something exciting. They're adding something to the world, something that will affect the story, the sandbox, and the way we play the game and see the lore. And that makes me so excited. I didn't know I could be so excited over this stupid little rock that I'm sure will cause me nothing but pain when I try to sail at it. Because, I mean, this means we could be getting more story content, and we haven't gotten that in such a long time. And that is amazing. So, while I realize we were all hoping for exciting new content this season, it's clear that Rare needed to polish the previous seasons beforehand, and they definitely have. They've made all of the old content fun again and completely reopened the sandbox to the old adventures we had all forgotten about. And now the foundation is ready. They have the perfect game to add new features, story, and content to. Season 12 is definitely going to be an exciting make or break update for this game. And I have faith that before long, we're all going to be excited about the future of this game. That's all for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Seriously, this rock has to serve some purpose, and I'm going to figure it out.